You ever go back and watch iCarly and think, why was this so entertaining? Because if you really look at it, it's just kids filming random stuff in an apartment. No insane budget, no crazy plot, just vibes. But somehow it worked, not just as a show, as something people were obsessed with. And here's the weird part. iCarly didn't just work, it predicted the entire internet. YouTube, TikTok, streaming, influencers, all of it. And it did it before the world even fully existed. iCarly is simple. 3 people, a camera, an internet show. That's it. They make skits, they react to stuff, they bring on random guests. That's literally what creators do today. Back then, this felt creative. Now it feels obvious. That's the key difference. iCarly wasn't following trends. It accidentally built the blueprint. Real example. Random iCarly skits, dancing, weird voices, nonsense. Those are basically early TikToks. Short, fast, no setup. You don't think, you just watch. So what? The format matched how people naturally consume content, not how TV thought they should. Most TV shows feel impossible. You watch them and think, I can never do that. iCarly flipped that. You watched and thought, wait, I could literally do this. Laptop, camera, friends, done. That's the same reason early YouTube exploded. People weren't watching perfection, they were watching something they could copy. Real example, a dumb skit in your bedroom feels relatable. A Hollywood set doesn't. So what? When content feels accessible, it spreads faster. Because viewers don't just watch, they imagine themselves doing it. Here's the trick. iCarly looked random, but it wasn't. Behind the scenes, it was tightly structured. But on screen, chaos, weird bits, random jokes, unpredictable segments. That's exactly how modern content works. It feels spontaneous, even when it's not. Real example, a TikTok that looks improvised is often planned. Same thing here. So what? People don't want polished. They want real. Or at least something that feels real. iCarly moved fast. Joke, cut, next joke. Segment, cut, new idea. No dragging, no filler. That's basically short-form content inside a TV show. And it matters because attention is limited. Always has been. Real example, if a skit wasn't instantly funny, it was gone. No second chances. So what? Fast pacing keeps people from leaving, which is exactly how modern platforms work. This is the big one. iCarly shows a loop. Make content, get views, get reactions, make more. That loop is addictive because feedback feels good. Views, comments, attention, that's not random. That taps into basic reward systems in the brain. Real example, posting something and seeing likes roll in. Same exact feeling. So what? iCarly wasn't just showing content, it was showing why people keep making content. iCarly built connection, not just entertainment. They talked to viewers, read comments, reacted to fans. That's huge because that's exactly what creators do now, and it creates something powerful. Parasocial relationships. That just means you feel like you know someone, even if you've never met them. Real example, your favorite YouTuber feels familiar, like you've hung out with them. So what? People don't just follow content, they follow people. iCarly understood that early. Back to the random skits. They seem pointless, but they're not. They're unpredictable, and unpredictable things keep attention because your brain wants to know what's next. Real example, scrolling on TikTok, you don't know what's coming. That's the hook. Same thing here. So what? Randomness isn't chaos, it's strategy. iCarly wasn't just a show, it was a prototype, a clean, early version of the internet we live in now. Same rules, same psychology, same reasons it works, just earlier. If you watched iCarly growing up, you were basically training for the internet without realizing it. Drop a comment with another show that predicted the future, and subscribe because yeah, your attention span is already getting worse.